Everyone loves the idea of custom-built luxury home. You get exactly what you want, right? The layout, the finishes, the dream kitchen, the spa bathroom, all designed just for you. But what if I told you building a custom luxury home in Toronto might be one of the most stressful, time-consuming, and financially draining decisions you could make? Let me show you why. Here is the thing. Custom homes sound glamorous, and in many ways they are. But very few people, even at the luxury level, are prepared for what it actually takes. Let's start with the obvious: land. Finding a suitable lot in Toronto is like finding a unicorn. Most of the premium locations like Forest Hill, the Bridle Path, Rosedale are already developed. So unless you're tearing something down, you're not buying land. You're buying someone else's old house just to demolish it. And tear down homes in prime areas, they are selling for 2.5 to 3 million, sometimes even 5 million. And that's before you even hired an architect. Now add zoning. Just because you own the property doesn't mean you can build whatever you want. Height restrictions, lot coverage limits, setbacks, committee of adjustment approvals, they are all part of the game. And they can delay your build for months. I once had a client who spent nearly 8 months in the approvals process, all because the design they fell in love with was just 1.5 feet from the maximum height. 1.5 feet. Now, let's talk team. To build a custom home, you will need an architect, structural engineer, builder, interior designer, and probably a project manager, especially if you are not on site every day. And that's where the headaches really begin. Because now you're not just building a home, you are managing a full-scale development project. Decisions don't stop at countertops and faucets. You are choosing HVAC systems, insulation types, window profiles, millwork detailing, light control system, and the list never ends. And delays, they are part of the package. Lumber prices spike, concrete deliveries get delayed, a tradesperson doesn't show up, a permit gets held back. These aren't exceptions, they are expectations. And they cost money. Even with a great builder, most custom luxury homes go over budget by 10 to 20%. So on a 4 million build, that's extra 400 to 800 grand. And often it's not for lavish upgrades. It's just the reality of custom construction. And then there are the hidden costs, the ones no one tells you about until you're knee deep in the process. Things like tree protection fee, upgraded stormwater system, soil remediation if your lot is contaminated, temporary security and fencing, architectural renderings, permit revisions, driveway relocations, and let's not forget landscaping, smart home integration, backup generators, luxury appliance packages, and so on. These extras can quickly balloon your budget by another 250 to 500 grand. And they are not optional. They are necessary for the luxury build to function and feel complete. But beyond budget and timelines, there is the emotional toll. I've seen couples, high-functioning, intelligent, successful couples, get overwhelmed. The decision fatigue is real. Disagreements happen. One partner wants ultra-modern, the other timeless traditional. You would be surprised how quickly excitement turns into frustration. Let me share a story. A family I worked with, both professionals in tech, bought a corner lot in Lornburg. Their vision was stunning. They hired one of the Toronto's top architects, selected premium materials, and stayed deeply involved. But halfway through, they hit a wall. The framing had issues. Contractor found structural challenges that costed around 120K to fix. Their tile shipped from Italy got stuck at the port for 3 months. And the surprise expenses kept coming. Site servicing, permit delays, temporary fencing, even heated driveway permits. They made it through and the home is spectacular, but they told me plainly, we would never do this again. Here is something most people miss in the excitement of building in many cases. It's smarter to buy a luxury home with great bones and renovate strategically. Here is why. You still get to personalize the home. Paint, flooring, millwork, lighting, cabinetry, all can be personalized. But you save 12 to 18 months, hundreds of decisions, and potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in carry cost and build inflation. A well-timed $400,000 renovation on a $4 million home, that's far more manageable than a $6 million custom home project that spans 24 months, especially if you're financing or juggling family life. Now, is building a custom luxury home always a bad idea? Absolutely not. If you have the right expectations, the right team, a strong financial cushion, and you actually enjoy the process, then yes, it can be incredibly rewarding. You'll get something uniquely yours, designed for your family, your taste, your lifestyle. But go in prepared, not just emotionally, but financially and logistically. Before you build, ask yourself, do I have at least 15 to 20% extra budget set aside just for surprises? Can I handle 12 to 24 months of project management, even with a team? Am I comfortable making 1,000 plus decisions? Can I tolerate delays and changes without major disruption to my lifestyle? Is this about needing control, or do I actually love the process? If you answer no to most of those, a custom build might not be the dream you think it is. Because here is the truth. Toronto has actually stunning luxury homes on the market today. Homes designed by top architects, built by premium developers, professionally curated and ready to live in. No construction delays, no permit headaches, no tile stuck at the port. And often, with the right negotiation and vision, you can tweak these homes to reflect your own style without starting from scratch. So what do you think? Would you go through the full custom build journey for your perfect home? Or would you rather move into something already incredible and just make it yours? If you're considering building a custom luxury home in Toronto, let's talk. I'll walk you through the real numbers, real timelines, and real expectations so you can make the smartest decisions for your lifestyle and your investment. And if you're curious about Toronto's best move-in ready luxury homes, I'll show you what's out there. You might be surprised how close your dream already is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my next video.